What's cracking, everybody? This is Shock here, bringing you another Top of the Board series, episode 4, I believe, and I'm playing some Gunmaster here, which is Battlefield 3's version of Gun Game on one of the DLCs. Unfortunately, this will be my last time uploading gameplay of Battlefield 3. I tried to monetize one of my videos, and after doing some research, because I wasn't able to monetize episode 2, which sucks because it's got a decent amount of views. But I did some research, and there's some reason that EA decided to cut any sort of let me rephrase that to say that they are taking money, they're monetizing for me uploading these videos. I'm not getting money from it. They are. They have restricted the copyrights to make sure that people are not posting their content, or so they say, their content. If I can find a loophole around this, I will, of course, start uploading more of these videos because I love Battlefield 3 and I love playing it. But I give credit to DICE for sticking through it. And making a good game, even though EA has restricted them to Hell's End. And I think that if DICE were smart, they'd either find a different publisher or develop their own games, because they have the reputation to do so, and fans would still buy from them, and they'd still make a very big success out of it. I remember back when I started playing PC games, DLC was completely free. Call of Duty 4, when that first map pack released, I was able to download. It came in a patch. Like, you didn't even have to go out and find it. It came in a patch. The new maps like Chinatown and everything like that. And excuse this little AFK part. Someone called me and I had to get up. But the rest of the game turned out well, so I decided to use this clip. But yeah, DLC used to be free. And I remember, like, Call of Duty 1.6 is when all the extra DLC maps got added in. Call of Duty 4, like, you didn't have to go out and pay $15 for a map pack. And unfortunately, that started happening around the time that Halo 3 released their first map pack and Modern Warfare 2 released their map pack. And of course that's Xbox, and I had expected from Halo 3. But not for Modern Warfare 2. I thought Activision was sort of on board with their PC community, and it was willing to give up free DLC, because in the previous game before that, World at War, they gave out free DLC. All the zombie I have all the zombie maps for World at War. I have all the the DLC maps. But now I have to pay another $50 for all the DLC on Black Ops 2, or I have to pay $60 for Battlefield 3 Premium, which was gifted to me, luckily. Either way, it doesn't seem fair to the PC community that strives to, make a competitive scene larger out of some of these games, and I guess what I'm saying is PC used to be so user-friendly, and it sucked when Battlefield 3 released, when I heard that there was no mod support for it, because that was understandable with Bad Company 2, because it was a console port, and DICE didn't release the first Bad Company game to PC. It was strictly console, but we were lucky enough to get it on console, or PC, I'm sorry, rather. But it's still an extraordinary game, and I play it to this day. I have no idea what happened just there. I thought it was funny, but I stopped understanding why PC developers would go against modding tools. Like, even if they didn't give them free, I would pay $20 for modding tools just so I could, make a mod, or just so I can give the license to someone who can make a mod. And I mean, mods in this game would just be extraordinary. I remember in Battlefield 2 there was a mod called Sandbox, and it was just the derpiest thing ever. It's like Gary's mod for Battlefield 2. You spawn in jets, you build things, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It added stuff to the game that users, thought were cool, and that people on forums and such could go out and say, hey, someone should make a mod like this, and a lot of people would, agree with that person who suggested it. And some mod developer would do it, and everyone would go back to that game. Everyone would go back to that game and play it over and over and over again. I mean, another example of a mod, which was Battlefield 2, was Project Reality. I remember spending a lot of time playing that. Not even touching the vanilla game after I had played out that. I was just, it's amazing what the talent the PC community has, but the talent's slowly dwindling and slowly being smothered, modding wise. Fortunately, there's a website out there called Nexus Mods, and it's all the mod supported games, mainly single player if I'm not mistaken, but I mean they've got mods going out for Far Cry 3. They have loads of Elder Scrolls mods. That's what I mainly use that for. Skyrim. I have like 350 plus mods of Skyrim, and I just play the heck out of it. They add quests to it. They add level caps. I'm like level 150 or something like that. It's insane, and the stuff you can do is just endless. I played the original vanilla game through and didn't really think about mods until someone suggested it to me. And I was bored of Skyrim. I mean, I did not like Skyrim any longer. I was ready to just delete it off my computer and say goodbye to it forever. But after finding that website, I mean, I went back to Morrowind and I played that through again, and I added mods to it. A little frame drop there. It's Fraps. I have yet to configure any DxTory to stop crashing or Bandicam, but Bandicam's pretty bad, so if you guys have a fix to why DxTory crashes my games whenever I press record, please let me know, because I've heard great things about the FPS caps on it, and Fraps has given me a hard time lately. But back to the modding scenario. I mean, just recently, what was I was looking at some, I don't remember what exactly it was, but I guess another really good example of PC communities taking advantage of modding tools is 4Delta1. I mean, these group of guys coded from scratch their own game. I mean, they took a game's engine and just with code went in and added dedicated servers to Modern Warfare 2, added mod support. It's just fantastic. I mean, granted, you have to have, if I'm not mistaken, you have to have the Steam version of Modern Warfare 2 to be able to play it. So it's not like it's a piracy issue or anything like that. It's not. It's mod support. I mean, there's no other explanation for it. But something like this, I'm glad that DICE sort of went past EA's restrictions and got as close as they could to mod support and added gun game in, because that's probably one of my most favorite mods of any older FPS shooter held. I started playing it in Counter-Strike Source. It was a great mod, and I enjoy playing it. Unfortunately, I think I came in like 3rd place in this match, which isn't bad, but I mean, I usually strive for first. It is top of the board, so I'm always striving for that first place match, especially in gun game, because I'm usually pretty good at gun game, usually pretty good to adjust. But this match was just really slow. A lot of me just running around. There wasn't a lot of action, and when there was, I usually got my kills stolen from me. And it's this. I have to say, this type of game is not made for gun game, but I enjoy having it just to play it. I really hate conquest mode in this game. It's very drawn out, and I find the vehicles a little too overpowering. Previous Battlefield games, you could take out a tank with like 2 hits and it'd be fine. And the engineer's repair tool is just way too powerful. I mean, to repair something that fast, it was almost impossible in the early Battlefields. And I mean, the teamwork is sort of vanishing from Battlefields. I can see that. It seems to me with Battlefield 3, they made it just for looks instead of actual gameplay mechanics. I mean, it looks great, plays great, but it seems like it was too focused graphically. hopefully with Battlefield 4 they go back to some of their roots and make it more of a team-based thing. I'm really glad that they brought back 64-player servers. That was really cool and really exciting to see. But I really want them to go back to their roots as PC developers. You know, I mean, I'm cool with seeing Battlefield in the consoles, but this started out as a PC restricted game, and you couldn't get 1942 or Battlefield 2 on consoles. But to have them make this game on PC for PC and port it to a console was a really nice change, and I hope to see that continuing. As always, guys, like this video, share it with your friends throughout, comment, tell me what you guys want to play, and let me know if you guys have loopholes to that whole copyright thing.